Yo, this video right here, right, is based about people. This was one about people right here, right? And what I'm saying is this: they like zombies nowadays. Like they walking around like The Walking Dead, like the TV shows they showed us and shit like that. That's how people really moving nowadays. So it's kind of weird and kind of off the hook with the people. So it's not like it was when I grew up. Like nowadays, those same people even quiet as hell like zombies and don't say anything. It's hard to have a conversation with people and everything. So you'll say, well, at least I'm gonna try to remain a person, but people that we come around change the way we are and the way we think. And it's not, it's like, they like I seen, like you can't talk to them, you can't tell them nothing. Like, yo, like boom, listen to this example. Uh, you know how back then when we grew up, your mother would say, go sit down. Yeah. Or she'll whoop your ass. Yeah. Alright. Now, how many times did your mother take the time out to sit you down before she whooped your ass? You get where I'm coming from? Yeah. She never once taught you how to sit down, but she sure did show you she'll whoop your ass if you don't sit the fuck down. She never once told you what the fuck sit the fuck down mean though. Before I whoop your ass, the only thing you taught him was that you'll whoop his ass or her ass. Like people off the hook. So it ain't no bad and it ain't no good in it. It's just like a messed up situation to be in because our traditions and our ethics, I think that's what they call it predominantly, we losing it because people acting crazy nowadays. And there's no talking to them. Yeah, there's no talking to them. So it's like really off the hook. So you could tell them it's always resorting to violence because mankind was always messed up. It was. Yeah, it's just that we got a mentality that's just like predominantly wrong. But we could change it because it's two sides of the world and two ways of the world. Always is good and bad. You ain't always got to be bad all day. To the Al-V.E.G.A more fade. Looking good than the motherfucker. Should throw some curls, an S curl up in that motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, man, the people just changed, man. It's hard. Even the old ones, the ones that were who they say they are, and they're passing away. So the ones that taught us to sit our ass down by whooping our ass, yeah, they dying. Or they dead. Like, dang. These little motherfuckers don't even know what no mean. What did you tell them? How we gonna understand English, right? Listen, you couldn't understand the word coming out of my mouth. The N or the O. You ain't even understand what no mean. You ain't understand from the start. N or O, 2-letter words. You ain't understand what 3-letter words, YES, yes, or no mean. We ain't even understand what yes or no mean. So how the fuck we gonna understand any other word that come out of another person's mouth? They ain't say noun cipher. They ain't say N-O. They ain't say it means stop. It means no, finish, dunny, nada, fini. No, like they ain't tell you that. They just said, sit your ass down before I whoop you. They told you all of these words, but didn't tell you what yes or no meant. So how a person gonna understand what you saying? They like zombies. I seen this one motherfucker, right? He did something to me, right? His spirit like, kill me, big bro, kill me, please, kill me, big. I'm like, bruh, I ain't even beat, bruh. Like that, I'm not even beat to kill you, nigga. Like your spirit just beat, like you gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing the buttons, right? but your spirit ready to die. Like, bitch, go jump off the building, man. Like, you should just keep crying, like, please kill me. Like, you a walking dead zombie. You can't have a conversation with you that mean no sense. You don't got no information that's valuable. I asked one person, I said, yo, I said, look, I was good at making $1 out of 15 cents my whole life. It's a hard thing to make $1 out of 15 cents. You were real short off for making $1. Yeah, all right. Um, so I was like, yo, do you know any type of way I can make $1 out of 15 cents or $1 out of $1? Cause that's what I'm into now. I like making $1 out of $1. Yeah, $1 out of $1. That's what I'm into. Making money move, making it grow, making progress. And people make it hard because I say to myself, everything and everybody is a consumer of something or somebody. And my money that I make is my income. Is not the same as everybody else's money once they come in to purchase something as a consumer. And with that being said, I'm into taking $1 and trying to make $1. It's hard for people to give or have the money or the the fortune to be able to do that. So this conversation I'm having with you and the information I'm giving you worth $1 million. I know it is. And if they don't notice, they won't have the money to present to me to even make the $1 million because knowledge is the key to everything, is the key to success, is the key to your way out the ghetto, your way out of hardship, your way out of life. And without taking the money that you make from something, which is going to be someone, because man make the money and money never makes the man. And that's what messes up mankind from the beginning. And that's what's messed up about us naturally and nature. That we just have a mentality to say, all we know how to do is spend the money anyway. You know it costs money just to step outside? Just to go outside, you got to go either spend money or you should go outside to either make money because that's all that's really going on in the whole currency exchange amongst people. But they're not giving me the money, and I really do know what to do with the money. I can make them rich. You understand? But the people never have no information to give me to make me rich. If I have $1, how I can make two. They taught us like this. And they were kind of off, but they were right. Because you don't teach people what you know. You have to show and prove to them what you know rather than teach them that. Because it makes it harder for yourself because we are our own enemy and we'll build up our own enemy. And when we make it hard for ourselves by teaching someone else, that's what make knowledge the key to success in life. Mm. Is why it's always first to know something is better to than not knowing or thinking or believing. All of those are like past tense and they're real iffy and maybe it's not real. Um, as far as the people though, once people do realize that we zombies, they're gonna keep exterminating us. The people ain't gonna never have no joy or enjoyment or no happiness in being people or love for the people and the quality and the character of mankind or man. It ain't gonna never be that way because the way life is, the quality in life is just poor. Even the richest motherfucker at the top, highest level, he even to go out and do something that's just heinous to maintain his lifestyle, or his lifestyle may cause him to do something to a person, place, or thing that may ruin his life or his lifestyle. You get where I'm coming from? Because most of the things made in the world today, they're made and they're created, and it hurts the earth. Get it? So it's all made bad. 9 out of 10 things that we do create here in the world, that they really aren't that valuable, but is the craftsmanship and the quality of someone coming up with the thought, the knowledge of it that made it great and valuable to all mankind. And the way of the world says that that's the way that things should be, but it's not always right for the people. And um, we just gotta keep the same traditions and orientations in our lives so that we don't gotta be living and thinking and being a different way, because like he said, we all want people under the sun, different and unique, each and every one. We all have our own way of thinking and being and living and everything, right? Our world on the earth is what our world is, a big circle. Let's say it's a sphere, a circle, and we put what we want in it. And as long as we control that thing that's in our world, and more than likely most people think is the money that make it go around. And once you build a structure like that in that sphere, in that circle, you notice that you really are the one that run your world. Regardless to what, how much money or how much anything. Without you, the money don't even matter because I made the money. It won't make me a better man. It won't make me a good man or a bad man or a worse one. Because it could make me do the same thing or worse. And that's just how people are, and that's why people are just the worst thing to ever be around. And that's what make mankind the worst creature of the world. I had another topic I want to go on. Now, right? We gonna base this one on sex. It's gonna be short and sweet, but we ain't talking about different women, different men, different nothing. We talking about sex, period. Alright? We gonna talk about nowadays too, we gonna build, cause I'm gonna tell you I'm almighty victorious everlasting God Allah. Al-V.E.G.A, me. And the total population of the earth right now is about 7,474,874,900 and something like that, right? And we need to know this stuff because think about how when um let's just say Orville Redenbacher, right? When he was making his popcorn. Think about how fortunate his kids was. They were spoiled, right? Yeah. But then some of us get spoiled rotten. I'm talking about straight rotten. And we don't have no knowledge of how Orville made this Redenbacher. And we just sit around and next thing they inherit all of the greatness that Orville and Redenbacher put together. And it's not even the same quality. It's not even the same thing no more. It's not even the same tradition. It's not even the same love. It's not even the same orientation in it. It's like it just be like the. And we talking about any and everything, not just Orville Redenbacher, everything. And those be the worst type of people at the highest level to even deal with. And it's like that at the bottom too, but as you work your way up, you'll be with the worst people there will ever be to ever deal with. And that's just how mankind is, man. And it's horrible, bro. Like, if if it was a split, we'd be all fucked up. That's how I look at it, and that's the reality of it. And with me being almighty, victorious, everlasting God Allah, and the information that I do have for you, and to keep it in, is just a sin to me. So I've been talking lately, and I've been saying a lot of shit. And I've been building a lot too, because I build before I destroy. At least I used to. And when it come time for being here in the world today, it's supposed to be a certain way that we live anyway. Most people didn't look at life itself as a whole character picture or a whole character itself, because we start slowly learning and gaining different things along our journey as we travel through. So we will never know what life or everything in life really is until it's over. Or we could just explain what we lived through. So that's really the key to success, because knowledge, to know. That's what you want to know at the end to Judgment Day, when it'll come upon you and your life is over. He just want to know what you did in your journey to see if you traveled to the heavens or the hells. The only thing me and another man, woman, or child got in common, what we don't teach each other, is that we all are going to perish and we return back to the essence. In death is the only thing we got in common. Everything else in life is just life. Ha. Who cares? It's just a bunch of mess they threw in it. We used to be butt naked, motherfucker. Alright. We used to eat each other. Yeah. And we in this world running around here, right? Acting like zombies and letting something else control who we are. I'll be having conversations with people, like few people that I randomly come around, and most of the time the conversation isn't really about much. And when you have a real truthful conversation about a person, they really can't even try to even recollect, or they can't even communicate with you on that level, because it's like something in them is afraid and it won't allow them to. And they'll act afraid to verbally reprimand or verbally express themselves, because of the fear of the inner being. and they'll literally run away and walk away. Like, I can make a person leave from in my cipher in no time. But now, I mean, like this. Check this out. I can have a person talking to me, and I can make them walk away from me by just using my mind and my physical inner being to communicate with his physical inner being to make him leave me alone. This the other side we're talking about. Inside, I could do that, right? And it's easy to do that. To make a person want to leave away from you than to gravitate towards you and love who you are. It's easy to do that. But it was harder to get a person to not be violent than it is to get the person to come towards who I am or to get the person away from me as well. It's not even these things that's moving us around, our spirits, our souls, our mind, our body, our soul, and our spirit. The things that the body, soul, spirit. The four things that we weren't supposed to let anybody ever ruin. The culture. When those things letting you move around, most people acquire another soul or spirit because that person either is a loved one or a hated one. And they really don't realize that those are the people that they're traveling around or things or demons that they're traveling around with. And they've just traveled through life with it, latched onto them. And people, when they do what they do towards each other, is just something from inside that manifests through us to come out on the outside. And we wrong for not being able to control ourselves because they always going to say you can't civilize the uncivilized. And you can't, the hardest part is always going to be the human error that occurs because it's always hard to change mankind. I could go get 100 people. I could teach them all the same thing. Each individual person is going to all have his own perspective of what I have taught them already or what I built already. And they each out of each 100 person will be one of the people to ruin the structure of what I already designed, or we'll make it better. All right, human error will be what occurs to be the flaw. And it'll be from lack of paying mindful attention to one aspect or one person. What would be the error? And that's just the way of the world, and the way of the world now is really changed. Like, who runs the world now? I remember it was a thing they called the NWO, which I don't want to mention people, organizations, or what they got going on. It's like we running around like gangs in New York. Like, we might as well say, yo, this district and this territory and this, the red zone and the white zone and the black zone, and yeah, and that's how we might as well be. Because we don't have control. Because I can't control what another man does. The police won't even can't control it either. It just happens. Alright. Everything we do resort to violence because the first thing she said was, sit your ass down before I whoop you. You ain't sit down because she ain't teach you how to sit down. She ain't teach you that was a chair. She told you that was a torture thing where you sit down and you got to sit there all of this time and you mad about having to sit your ass down because you got whooped and had to sit there anyway. How that one was. You still don't know how to sit your ass still. For real, man. You still don't know how to sit down. They ain't teach you to go over there and sit down from the brother. I teach them everything nowadays so they don't forget, bro. You feel? these people off the hook. These things are zombies, man. I look at the little kids, right? I'm gonna tell you something from a personal experience. A little kid is two people in one body. And then it start gravitating as it grows up and meeting individual people. It start taking in their other spirits because we got an aura that come around us. And we something that a person or some quality may rub off on a person that another person may have. Like, I like to use a certain type of lotion. Since my cousin used it, she likes to use it as well. I like that. And what we gonna do about changing mankind, bro? Because it's crazy out here, man. That's all I could keep asking you, yo. That was the hardest part, right or wrong? Yeah, you right. How I'm gonna make money if I can't profit or make money somebody else's money as well as my money? Let's look at this. Let's take this into perspective. All right, the world's set up this way, right? It's set up to whereas everybody's life is accounted for, allegedly. I just gave you numbers. Yeah. Is 800 billion. Yes. According to 2019. Alright. I was just figuratively speaking. They say, listen, this is one of the rules of the game in life, right? They ain't never gonna tell you this. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. So I was supposed to go and deal with actual facts about how I just said those numbers, but I was just giving you an example of the type of information I got for you. But I ain't gonna give you that information until you realize who the fuck I say I is. If you don't realize who the fuck I am, I'm just gonna keep walking around this motherfucker like this. You see how my spirit jumped up? Ain't gonna ask me who the fuck I say I is. I'm just gonna keep acting like I'm not who I say I is then. So, um, everybody's supposed to be accounted for. We put up the Great Wall of goddamn Trump Plaza across the desert so that we can reflect the light onto the United States of America. You understand? Yeah. All right. So we tried to reflect the lights from the aluminum onto the United States of America so that we could be productive members in these 52 states that it looks as though Mexico is connected to. Uh, and he trying to legalize this shit, and we tried to legalize this shit so we can have some motherfucking reefer and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And we fucked it all up by being fucking savages. I'm 420, bro. Fuck that. I'm how high times get high with the help of my friends, bro. That's it. If I don't get some money from you motherfuckers, right? How the fuck I'm gonna eat, bro? If you motherfuckers don't get down with this shit that kept me out of prison, out of motherfucking modern day society, poverty stricken, if you don't get with the program so we can start being productive members in society, I'm talking about all of us. If I get rich, you know you rich. I don't got shit to do with the money. What the fuck I want? Well, I buy a Rolls Royce. It's all good. You'll be able to drive me around. I pay you, so it don't make a difference. Make more money. And this shit getting tiring, man. What? Bruh, what happened to the times where Motherfucker, show a nigga a little bit of love. Like, god damn, bro. It's too much, bro. Change the way we think, man. Teach these motherfuckers the way we talk, man. Teach them how to sit down first. Say, this what sitting down is. Say, look, I'm going to teach you the nice way. It's called musical chairs. Don't be rough. Make it fun to sit your ass down. Before you tell a bitch, oh, excuse my French, before you tell your bastard, your child, to sit down, say, bam, bam, make a song, bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. At least he'll know how to sit the fuck down first before you start whooping on his ass. And that's end of it, man. Remember when you heard it first, man. Al-V.E.G.A, yo, y'all off the hook. Like I said, y'all accounted for. I got some more information about that too, but I ain't gonna tell you about it.